As with every craft, to become truly world class means to do the things that no one else is willing to do. Mastering communication is no exception to this rule. And that's exactly why in this week's episode of Master Talk, I'm going to be elaborating on the 3 key challenges that are in your way to mastering your talk. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Brendan from Master Talk here, your go-to channel to mastering your talk. And today we're covering the 3 biggest challenges behind the craft and how to get over those roadblocks. So let's get into it. Number 1, the comparison game. Take any sport like basketball. Whenever we see Kobe Bryant playing on the court or any other sport athlete, it doesn't discourage us from playing the game ourselves. Even if we admire those individuals, we still play ball from time to time. We still get on the court, we still play with our friends, and we have a great time. But in public speaking, it works in reverse. When we look at exceptional speakers and watch them present, it discourages us to achieve the same result. But the truth of the matter is, with public speaking, if you invested the same amount of energy, time, and effort as you would have trying to become a pro basketball player or a pro soccer player, you would actually become quite exceptional at communication if you invested the same amount of time. Don't let the greats discourage you from being amazing at public speaking, because this is actually a skill you can master if you put in the right amount of effort, time, and grit. Number 2, the second challenge associated with public speaking is that nobody celebrates the small wins or the process, largely because nobody knows what it looks like. If you want to run a marathon, let's say a 40-mile race, it's easy for you to keep track of the progress and have a clear goal that's waiting for you at the end. So to run a 40-miler, you run 5, then you run 10, then you run 20. So then when you run a 50-miler, before you actually run the actual race, you have the mental energy and resiliency to say, hey, if I ran 50 miles, I can run 40, no problem. So it's easy for you to celebrate those wins along the way and keep track of your progress. But the issue with public speaking is nobody really knows what that looks like. Is it smiling more? Is it looking at your audience more? All of those components are difficult to tell. So it's hard for people to celebrate the process and the journey and how good they're becoming over time. So what I'm trying to say here is celebrate the small wins once you understand what that looks like, which in public speaking is silences, ums and ahs, eye contact, and the list goes on from the other videos I have on the channel. But as long as you learn to master each one by one, it will give you the confidence you need to become an exceptional public speaker. And finally, number 3, the lack of accountability systems. Public speaking is one of those skills that is very difficult to hold yourself accountable to so that you can practice consistently. Let's say you want to get better at football or soccer or a different sport. You're going to meet with your friends every week and you're going to play the game. It's a lot of fun, you get a lot of exercise, and the benefit that you get is very direct. But in communication, you don't want to practice presentations every week. It's not very exciting, it's not super fun, unless you have a very good reason to practice public speaking. Because remember, public speaking is not a skill of its own that people want to master, but rather a byproduct of what people want for something else. So for example, if you want to get paid to speak, you master communication to achieve that result. And the biggest reason I mastered communication was because I had that accountability system. I practiced on average twice a week with another partner because we both really wanted to achieve something important, which was to win more case competitions and to perform really well on an international stage. So the equivalency of doing well in a football game at a professional level, we did the same thing but in business. So we were incentivized to practice communication to do really well because our competition was tight. So in that same regard, you need to find a strong accountability system for yourself so that you can master your talk by practicing consistently what you want to become. As always, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Master Talk, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well to see more videos like this. And I'll leave you off with this. If you know someone that is struggling with public speaking, be sure to send them this video so that they'll better understand the gaps, but more importantly, how to fill in those gaps so that one day they can become a master communicator. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time unmastered.